the ground. This is Omarion Hampton.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On first down, it's Hampton.
And not much there at all. Maybe.
A yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now 2nd and 5.
Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Baylor Tigers. Go. Hey, Ray.
Now it's Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Let's go. No, we changed it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
No, we changed it.
Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 2.
Hey, come on. Sit up. Sit up.
Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
Again, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Here's Jackson. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3.
13.
To throw is Jackson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this AFC title game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Let's go. Get hot.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
At the 11-yard line.
Now it's Jackson.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chargers 3.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself.
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for L.A. 62 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side, too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Off the option, that's complete. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. In motion left, the tight end. Hampton. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Herbert going to change the play here. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Hey, OP. 21.
Touchdown, Chargers. Kyle Pitts taking it in. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Ravens 14, Chargers 10.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10.
Hey, Kappa. Baylor Tiger. Whoa.
Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That one complete to McConkey. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Lamb McConkey, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-17.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Herbert going to change the look.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Quick throw here to Johnston. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. 3rd down and 1. Again, Herbert.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
An audible here to get a new look.
Baylor Tiger! Baylor Tiger!
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, stays up.
Jackson going to keep it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
A short one there, caught by Likely. They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Jackson.
At the 29-yard line.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 17-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
At the 17-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Jackson. It's complete to Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
Sit hot! Report! Report! Sit hot! Sit hot!
Jackson now. Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chargers 17.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
Hey, Ram. Tell me to try. Hey, Ray. Hey, Catholic. Let's go. Real it.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And it's knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
No, we changed it.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Sit hot! 180!
Here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Again, Jackson. Into space at the 45. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 4. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, report! Report!
And Jackson throwing once more. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He could not get rid of it in a big-time loss there on 3rd. The sack sets up 4th. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
21.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this one finds McConkey. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Herbert changing things up. That's caught. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Upon a 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hey, line. Home troops right. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Keandre Lambert-Smith, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Ready.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in the blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Powerful running. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
This time Jackson will throw it.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
Pushing his way through. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
A loss of 7.
Deion Henley
Coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Drops this underneath, it's Mitchell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now it's Jackson. That is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Now a second and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead here now in the fourth quarter of this championship game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, if I haven't said it before, I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's on a rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They work inside here, Hampton. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in, complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, LA! Ladd McConkey saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA.
Touchdown, Chargers.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play,
Wow. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, hey.
Now Jackson. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
No, we change it. Ready? I got shot. Hey, hey, report. Hey, hey. Switch. Sit up.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Ravens are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. There he goes again. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man right side. That's McConkey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
5-9. Captain. Baylor Tiger. Let's go. Hey. Baylor Tiger.
Again, Herbert. That is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Keandre Lambert-Smith, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
52. Ravens 42.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped down on that one.
2nd and 10. At the 30.
Jackson. That's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Mitchell brings up 3rd down.
Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Jackson to throw. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake, got for the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Herbert going to change the play here. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Yeah, the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Herbert now to throw. That is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Get up. Hey. UAA. Go.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Ready. Sit high. You. Go ahead. Hey. 180. Shot.
Throwing now is Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Go.
Throwing, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Herbert going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
He got his man complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. This is 1st and 10.
First down, the Chargers.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Herbert. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Brings up 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Herbert. He'll try and do this himself. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mike Green in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Ravens are champions of the AFC as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.